Hey, welcome back to Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. We're here inside of Hyrule Castle, ready to face off against Ganondorf. Before we do that, I want to show you guys this door over here, as I mentioned in the last video. Inside there, with the extra small key we have, you guys can get a bunch of items that you may or probably may not need for this boss fight, as it is fairly simple and easy. So we're going to go ahead and open up the boss chamber door and go in to fight against our lifetime and age-long nemesis, Ganondorf. Bam, bam, bam. No organ this time, if you remember from Ocarina of Time. He was playing his awesome little organ. Alright, any Hoosers. He's gonna make us walk to him. But I like what he's done with the place. His whole outside spookiness, pretty cool. Alright, come on. Cutscene can't go any slower. Come on. There we go. We got ourselves a lifeless Princess Zelda. Last time we saw her, she had sacrificed her life to save Midna. So she's in a lifeless form right now, just kind of like, she's in a zombified vegetable state. It's kind of like Terry Schiavo, if you guys remember who that is. That's going back a few years. Anyways, Ganondorf's pretty cool looking in this game. He has a shiny little spot on his stomach, abdomen area from where he was almost executed. That didn't quite work. That's pretty much going to be his weak spot throughout this boss fight. They really highlight the go after the spot that he was just pierced almost all the way through his body with. Yeah, I really like this model of Ganondorf. It's a lot more detail focused than the other ones. Ocarina of Time, obviously, for the time they didn't have all that much power put into it, and he just kind of looked like bleh. And then in the Wind Waker, Ganondorf was a cartoon, so while I like the Wind Waker's graphics, I don't think they put a lot of detail into his body to show his ethnic and cultural beginnings, if I can say that. But in this one they do. And this is the model that they use for Super Smash Bros. As well, which is pretty neat. It's also pretty neat that they use this as Zelda one and that they created one for Sheik as well, since Sheik is a playable character. It's nice to see that they redid an entire model just to be up to date with Twilight Princess graphics. Alright, pretty much this boss fight is going to consist of two different segments. The first segment is against possessed Princess Zelda. The second segment is up against Ganon, also known as the pig or beast form of Ganondorf, the form that we originally saw back in the first Legend of Zelda on the Nintendo Entertainment System. And he proceeded to be the most common form up until Ocarina of Time. There's a mention of Ganondorf and A Link to the Past, but you never saw his human form or anything. So this is the two simplest of the boss fight segments. This one especially up against the Princess Zelda, it's pretty much a game of lethal tennis that we play in a lot of Legend of Zelda games, where you just smack the energy ball back and forth at each other. So let's get this started. Here we go. Ganon's puppet, Zelda. Zelda is, of course, possessed, as you just saw, and she will be floating around the room. She has a couple different styles of attack. First one is where she charges up a ball of energy, and all you have to do is smack it back to her with your sword. And she's not very good at, well, I guess she was alright, but you do not have to shoot her. I didn't remember if you had to shoot her or not, like you did in Ocarina of Time, but yeah, every time she does that, she gets a little bit better at smacking the ball back, so just be ready for possible longer ones. Her second style of attack is his lunging sword thrust. You can just use your shield and she will bounce right off, so just make sure you have your shield equipped. Alright, and then once again this thing. I'm going for perfection here. There we go, that's 2. I think 3 hits is what we need. That time I just wanted to shoot her when I killed the princess. She has one more style of attack. We'll see that momentarily as she does some more of these lunges. Come on, attack me. Also, when you get hit by a lunge, it makes you lose sight of her. You'll untarget onto her, so you will have to turn around and just do it again. But this is the last style attack. She forms a Triforce on the floor, and if you stand in it, then you get electrocuted. So just, if you're targeted onto her, just side bounce until you're outside of the range of the Triforce on the floor. And here we go. Going in up close, very close. There we go. 3 hits, 1, 2, 3, and she is out. That was perfection. Didn't get hit once, and I hit back every one of her balls. I'm just too good for this. No, but yes. And once that's done, Minna can regain entry into room, and she's gonna once again use her fuse shadows to tentacleize it, and she's not gonna kill, though. She's gonna knock out all the Twilight from inside of her and all of Ganondorf's power. Bam! Got ourselves a fully restored Princess Zelda. Unfortunately, Ganondorf is not done, as he's going to reform himself behind us. This is a pretty cool thing to see here. I like how you actually see his transformation a little bit. Unlike in Ocarina of Time, where all of a sudden you just... Oh, you may have seen his transformation, but definitely wasn't quite like this. He's all in your face. Probably should have trampled you there. If you really wanted to kill you instead of jumping back, you should have just pierced you with one of his horns. Anyways. This boss fight, his style of attack is basically charging at you and falling on you. That's about it. So there's some pots in the corners if you need them. But what you're going to need to do is equip your bow and arrow if you have not done so already. And there's also arrows inside of the pots in the corner if you need some. But he's going to go into a portal, and whichever one is purple, you know he's going to come out of, and you just fire an arrow. When he does that, he'll slide to the ground, and you can just attack this weak spot on his stomach that I was talking about earlier. And we're going to repeat this process for a while. He does catch on and eventually change his tactic. Ooh, he almost landed on me. Get away! Alright, there he goes. Bye bye. Which way did he go? Oh, landed on me. There goes my perfection. Ah, bastard. So yeah, you can also just shoot him in the forehead, and then once again he'll slide, and you can just slash at his stomach. Get me some hearts. Now I'm back at full health. And here he's in this portal thing again. Here we go, this is the one he's at. So he's gonna change tactics up a little bit, and for some reason it took me a while to realize that he had changed tactics. I thought I missed. I should have known better. I would never miss. But he's gonna keep this idea of going back to the portal up. So if you have to change it up a little bit, Minna will tell you eventually, which we will see here momentarily as I continue to. When I was doing this, I actually thought that I just kept missing. I did miss that time, but I was like, oh man, I missed. And then he just flew away. Then he tries to fall down and land on you, so just watch out. You can see the shadow on the floor. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. But what you need to do here is to transform into Wolfling and run at him. He'll charge at you, you charge at him. And there we go, Midna's gonna tell us now. So let's see what Midna wants to say about this matter. Or not, we're gonna ignore Midna and I'm gonna try this one more time. Alright, now I'm gonna talk to Midna. Come on. Yeah, he just lets you know it's changing strategy, fight beast against beast. So we shall do that. Transform into Wolfling, and I'm a little bit confused on why exactly we had to do it this way. Why she couldn't just use her power while you were in Human Link also. Oh, target onto him. When he gets close, quickly press the A button to grab, and then you're just going to want to throw. So pick a direction, and you're going to throw him that way, and flip him on his back, and then you just attack. You jump on it, and he'll cling on. Just keep on biting at his stomach. Pretty easy. Do this twice, I believe. Again, I'm not sure why you had to turn into Wolfling. I feel like that's a waste of time. They just wanted to somehow throw Wolfling into this fight, so they made you do this. Nom 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 nom. Ganon equals nummy. Alright, doing that will defeat him. That will be the first two parts of this battle done. The next two consist of the horseback riding segment and then the one-on-one sword fight against Ganondorf in Hyrule Field. That will be in the next video. This last part is just going to be a cutscene while they are being warped out of the place by Princess Zelda, as he is rotting and smoking or something going on. Dark energy emitting from his body. I don't know what that's supposed to be. There you go, Midna. Glow. Cool. She's gonna give some power back to Princess Zelda that will awaken her, and she will finally be conscious again. I guess that's the power that Zelda gave Midna earlier. Now that Midna doesn't really need it anymore, she can have it back. Anyways, I'm just going to leave this at that. You guys can watch the cutscene and I'll shut up. So, yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Get ready for my last actual gameplay video of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the walkthrough segment. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Bye.
Oh.